then we'll just go to the beep on it.
All right, guys, I'm here at Down4Sound with Travis Young from JY. So a lot of people have been asking, do you ever do testing on your batteries? Is there any real world testing? There is a lot of videos out there of people testing them in their vehicles and stuff. All right, here's a little video that Drew Jones at Bassaholic Productions did. As you can see, they are running a Sundown Audio SFB 5000 at 1 ohm on two U15s. They have a 240 amp alternator with a Down4Sound LTO 6.0 with our Down4Sound OFC wiring. Got that thing flexing like crazy. About to get that voltage check in a second. Holding 13 strong, bumped up the idle a little bit. Holding 14 is no problem on 5K. It's no slouch, guys, I'm telling you. But we just went ahead and pulled one out right here. And since he is totally different brand, I mean, why would he be biased or anything like that? So anyway, we're going to give you some real world testing right here. So give us a run through of what we're going to do real quick.
So we're going to do a 15-second load test. And that's just because this is realistically the capability of this load tester. We're going to go ahead and show you guys temperature because it's actually pretty chilly today. So we wouldn't expect this battery to do quite what it would do out in the middle of summer. It still should do great. We're going to go ahead and show live voltage and live amperage. And these are also collecting the peak numbers. So we'll be able to go back afterwards and review.
So right, let me flip this around real quick. All right, we got this flipped around. So what we have set up, so as you can see, this battery is 52 degrees. Chilly today, especially for Las Vegas. So what we have for our charging right here are two 15 amp chargers, Down4Sound charger right here. So this is how we're charging them up. And right now you can see we are at 14.07 volts.
Slowly dropping.
All right, so I'll let him run you through.
We're gonna shoot for 140 amps. It's kind of hit or miss with these, so we will be roughly there. So a little high, there we go. We're just barely passing 12 volts. So we're 11.8, not bad. 15 seconds, you know. Go a little higher. So the battery did great. Realistically, this battery's operating voltage range is, I believe, above 10 volts. So
correct.
There's still power left in the battery. But as far as your 12 volt power goes, this battery's good for about 130, 140 amps to 12 volts as long as you're looking at the power chart that JP gives you guys.
Just like right here on the state of charge that you can see, 100% charged is 13.6 volts, all the way down to 10 volts, where at 10 volts is completely empty. 10.8 is still giving you 5%, but you can see the chart right here is what he was referencing. So still tons of power being put out over 12 volts. So that's what he's talking about.
That's a realistic power draw that you can pull off these batteries. So yes, it is only 6 amp hours, but you cannot look at just the capacity. You have to look at the discharge recharge ratings. So.
Correct. And you see how fast that it bounced back to 13 volts. You know somebody's going to say something about that anyway. But like if you read the description of this product, it will say this is not a deep cycle battery. This is made for like in-car use while your car is running. This isn't made to go somewhere and turn your car off and try to play for 5 hours, because that's not going to do it. That's not what it's for. This is made to be used in conjunction with your alternator, and the higher the output alternator, the amperage coming off your alternator, the better results you're going to get from this, because obviously that's what it was designed for. So this video is going to be kind of pieced together, but I'm going to be referencing the information in the description of this battery because all the information is here. What we are talking about is right here. Wattage range 3,000 watts to 5,000 watts depends largely on alternator input. Example, if you have 120 to 160 amp alternator, 3,000 watt rating, all the way up to a 370 or above, then we get your 5,000 watt rating. Crazy recharge rate and all of this, but be sure to read all this information because it's very important that you do so. And yeah, everybody that's using it is loving it and having great results. So if you want to check this out, you can do so on down4soundshop.com. And are we going to hit it again? Or are we going to do some more testing? So we'll do some more testing, but that's just a preliminary one right there.
So we can go ahead and do probably a full power test. See what this can fully take. Down to 10, we're at 350 amps. So this is pretty considerable amounts of amperage. We're just passing 10 volts. So yeah, I mean 350 amps. Realistically, that's pretty comparable to something like a Group 31, and this thing doesn't weigh what a Group 31 weighs. And realistically, I mean cost-wise, if we're talking about 12 power, this is 1 to 1.5 Group 31s, and you saw that 10 volt power. A Group 31 is still gonna have a little bit more 10 volt power, but if you're buying a battery like this, you're probably not gonna be using that. If you're doing competitions or something like that, and you've got a high output alternator, you could probably burp 6,000-7,000 watts out of this. So we're starting to get these a little warm with that test.
They're warming up. Let's see what the temperature of the leads are.
Oh yeah. So the temperature of the leads at the moment, they've gone up about 13 degrees. The battery itself has went up about 2 degrees. Battery terminals about 3 degrees. So the battery itself, you can tell how much the cells inside are heating up by measuring the terminals. Since they're so well connected to the terminals, you transfer heat and electricity.
Right.
So if the battery inside's getting hot, the terminals get hot. And we only saw, between those two tests, we only saw a delta of about 3 degrees. So nothing significant. So it's got good enough busing on the inside that the busing isn't heating up.
Yeah, buddy. All right, anything else, or is that pretty straightforward for everybody on what they're wanting to know?
You'll see a little bit better performance in warmer weather, but beyond that, it's a pretty good little battery. And as far as starter lithium goes, this is a great product. So
awesome. Again, check this out on the website, and it's got all the everything you need to know about it in the description. I don't think there's another battery out there that has as much info in the description as mine does. It's about 6 miles long. Yeah. So just be sure to check it out, read it all the way through, and drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about it. Appreciate you watching. Later. All right, we're going to do another one real quick. This is just going to be pretty much a full whack. He's going to max out this load tester pretty much. So we're going to show you real quick. Let me hold this up.
Yeah, you can slide that down if you want.
Let's see. Just somewhere easier a bit. You can see that, and you can see the voltage in the background. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Just 400.
Just about to 10.2.
Still not at 10.
And that's 15 seconds. That's not bad.
That's crazy.
It
was holding
at all.
Crazy better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it got to the 10.2, 10.3, it was it stood on it pretty good.
That really, I think warm to warm, it stands toe to toe with Group 31, even at 10 volts.
Awesome.
So
very cool.
Very nice little battery.
All right, so we're here on the posting where all the reviews are on this battery. All 5-star reviews. People are loving this thing, and I'll give you some examples. So here's one that says, worth every penny. Over here, absolutely amazed by the amount of power this little thing pushes out. Using it as a secondary battery, my trunk to power SFB 8000. Voltage stays right around 14 to 14.2. This battery is amazing. Got a Terran 3K. Voltage holding 14.2 all day. Just all these reviews. We'll put these reviews or a link to the product, obviously, in the description below, but you can go and check out all the different reviews by these people. There's one right here. No more headlight dimming, voltage stays about 13 or above 13.8. So anyway, be sure to check these out. I think we knocked it out of the park with this product for sure. Super small footprint, budget friendly price. People are loving them. Check it out.